Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the biology class. Today we're on the chapter molecular basis of inheritance. We'll start up with the introduction portion of molecular basis of inheritance. That is two from nucleic acids. Okay, let's start with the discussion on the molecular basis of inheritance.
Nucleic acids. They are the polynucleotides and made of repeating units of monomers. And nucleic acids are building blocks of genetic material. Both DNA and RNA are polynucleotides and they are exactly present in nucleus of a cell. Types of nucleic acid. There are two types. One is DNA, another is RNA. Full form of DNA is deoxyribose nucleic acid and RNA is ribose nucleic acid. Composition of nucleic acid. A nucleotide has three components. First one, pentose sugar. Second one, nitrogenous base. Third one, phosphate group. First one, pentose sugar. In DNA, deoxyribose is a sugar. In RNA, ribose is a pentose sugar. Second one, nitrogenous base. It again classified into two types, purines and pyrimidines. Purines includes adenine and guanine. Pyrimidines includes cytosine, thymine and uracil. Thymine is also known as 5-methyl uracil and present in only in DNA. But in RNA, this thymine is replaced by uracil. Just make it as a star. Uracil replaces the thymine. And last one, phosphate group. That is H3PO4. Pentose sugar. In DNA, deoxyribose is a pentose sugar. In RNA, ribose is a pentose sugar. In these pictures, you can see the difference in both the DNA and RNA structure of a pentose sugars. In RNA, 3 OH groups will be there. In DNA, 2 OH groups are there. Just make it as a star and look at the difference between both DNA and RNA pentose sugars. A nitrogenous base is linked to the pentose sugar through an N-glycosidic linkage to form nucleoside. It means purines and pyrimidines, they are nothing but a nitrogenous base. They are linked to pentose sugar through N-glycosidic linkage. That will forms into nucleoside. Second point, in that phosphate group is linked to the sugar molecules through phosphoester linkage at the 5' end position of polynucleotide chain. In third point, in RNA, every nucleotide residue has an additional OH group present at 2' position in the ribose. That two nucleotides are linked through 3' and to 5' and phosphodiester bond will forms to form dinucleotide. This phosphodiester bond is also known as phosphodiester linkage and also called as hydrogen bond. When more nucleotides are linked, it forms polynucleotides. They are nothing but nucleic acids. Structure of DNA. Frederick Mischer in 1869 identified DNA and named it as nuclein. James Watson and Francis Crick proposed a double helix model of DNA. It was based on the X-ray diffraction data produced by Wilkins and Franklin. DNA is made of two polynucleotide chains coiled in a right-handed fashion. Its backbone is formed of sugar and phosphates. The bases project inside. The two chains have anti-parallel polarity. That is, one chain has the polarity 5' to 3' end and other has 3' to 5' end. The bases in two strands are paired through hydrogen bonds, forming base pairs. Adenine is always paired with thymine with the help of two hydrogen bonds. Cytosine is always paired with guanosine with the help of three hydrogen bonds. Purines comes opposite to a pyrimidine. This generates uniform distance between the two strands. That distance is 0.34 nanometer between the base pairs and complete unit is around 3.4 nanometer or 34 Armstrong unit. Composition of nucleosides and nucleotides. Nucleosides are composed of sugar plus nitrogen bases. Nucleotide composed of sugar plus nitrogen base plus phosphate group. We already discussed you that the two chains have anti-parallel polarity or a moiety. That is, one chain has the polarity and it started with the 5' end. That chain ends with the 3' end. Same like that in another chain it is reversible. That is, started with the 3' end and ends with the 5' end. In RNA, you knew that thymine is replaced by uracil. In RNA, every nucleotide residue has an additional OH group. So that is present at the 2' position in the ribose. So that leads into dinucleotide chains. That is nothing but a polynucleotide chain formation. Nucleosides of RNA and DNA. In RNA, nucleosides are as follows: adenosine, guanosine, cytidine, and uridine. Nucleosides in DNA: deoxyadenosine, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine, and deoxythymidine. Nucleotides of RNA and DNA. Nucleotides in RNA. They are as follows: adenylic acid, guanylic acid, cytidylic acid, and uridylic acid. Nucleotides in DNA as follows: deoxyadenylic acid, deoxyguanylic acid, deoxycytidylic acid, and deoxythymidyllic acid. In certain organisms, nucleotide number is varies and examples are as follows. First one, Theta 174 bacteriophage has 5386 nucleotides. In Lambda bacteriophage has 48502 base pairs. When it comes to E. coli, it has 4.6 into 10 to the power of 6 base pairs. In human being, normally 3.3 into 10 to the power of 9 base pairs will be there. In 1869, Frederick Mister identified DNA in pus cells and named it as nuclein. In 1899, Altman, based on the composition and acidic nature, nuclein again named it as nucleic acids. Erwin Chargaff's rule. In DNA, the proportion of adenine is equal to thymine and the proportion of guanine is equal to cytosine. That is, A plus G equal to T plus C, or A plus G divided by T plus C equal to 1. And the length of DNA is calculated by following formula. That is, length of DNA equal to number of base pairs into distance between two adjacent base pairs. James Watson and Francis Crick proposed a double helix model of a DNA. It was based on X-ray diffraction data produced by Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. In this photograph, you can see the Marcy Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin, and last picture is Erwin Chergaff. Last content of today's session, that is a summary. Today we discussed about introduction regards to nucleic acids and their types and composition and history and discovery of DNA. Okay, thank you so much, students. We'll get back to you in next session.